So, are you an efficient designer? I'm going to show you some tips and some tricks on how you can become a more efficient graphic designer and improve your workflow too. As designers, it's important to have a website to show off our portfolio of work. Bookmark offers the most straightforward and quickest way to generate an awesome website without even having to write down a single line of code, and all completed in a matter of minutes. Check out the link in the description below to learn more about Bookmark and design your website today. Yo, what is up people? Welcome back to Satori Graphics, the home of graphic design content right here on YouTube. Now I'm going to share some tips with you today on how you can become a more efficient graphic designer. I asked myself, what makes me an efficient designer, but not only a designer, an efficient person in general when it comes to tasks and my career? Is it my beard? It's not my beard, I'm just going to tell you that right now. But yeah, the first tip on being an efficient designer is goal setting. Now there actually are some apps later that I'm going to show you relating to goal setting in some sense, but I'm the kind of person who loves pen and paper, and I find it helps to actually set some goals maybe in the evening for the next day or maybe the next week. So think to yourself what you have to do, what things you have to get done by a certain time. So if you actually jot these goals down, you can refer back to them and make sure you won't forget what's going on. Now goal setting is good because I feel you need to visualize where you want to be, like the end product, the end goal. So if you can visualize and realize the end goal or the end solution, then you'll be able to find the path to that solution a lot easier. So yeah, just write down a few things that you need to get done for a project or for many projects by the end of the day, tomorrow, or by the end of the week. And this will help you work more efficiently towards those goals. So the next tip on being a more efficient designer is actually the Google Calendar. Now I've actually put a link down the description box below that you can actually use the Google Calendar on Windows because it's actually meant for Mac. So one of the great things about the Google Calendar is that it kind of uses multiple calendars built into one umbrella of a calendar. So for example, you've got calendars for your personal life, and then you've got one for your business, maybe one for holidays, things like that. Also, you can actually invite people to, look at your calendar and actually engage with your calendar. So for the business calendar, you can share it with colleagues or potential work partners. And also it's actually integrated with Gmail, which is really, really useful too. But not only that, the Google Calendar actually accesses the cloud, which means you don't need to have it on your device. As long as you've got Wi-Fi, you can technically engage with the Google Calendar. So yeah, if you want to stay organized and efficient, I suggest that you use the Google Calendar as a graphic designer or just as a person in general, because it really can help you in lots of different ways. So the third tip on being a more efficient graphic designer is to actually create some email templates for yourself. Now I've done this before, and the two main ones that come to mind are writing an email template for a potential customer or client. So if you're going to hit up a customer or potential client, it does take a lot of time to type out all the details that you want to explain of who you are, what benefits you can bring to them as a graphic designer, and so forth. So write a template displaying all of the key components that you want to get across in that email, and then save it somewhere in your email account. And another one is that a thank you email. So when you want to reply to a client after a project's been closed. And so if you write down, again, all the details and just customize it here and there, that's going to save you a lot of time. And that is one of the major things when being an efficient graphic designer. It's just time saving essentially. Now the fourth tip on being a more efficient graphic designer is to clear out your trash. I've seen before people with desktops that look like complete chaos zones. And I'm sure a few of you guys are guilty of this right now as you're watching this video. How does your desktop look at the moment? If you take a look at my desktop, it's pretty spotless. And this is because when I was in university, I was guilty of this myself. I used to have a really cluttered desktop, and my teacher at the time kind of scolded me and said, basically clean it up. What the hell are you doing? And ever since then, it's been drummed into me to just keep a clean desktop. I actually put everything into folders. I have a folder for each year of my projects, and then I have each project folder into that year. And I've also got folders for YouTube stuff and also graphic design stuff. So the last tip on being a more efficient designer is to actually give yourself some downtime. Graphic design is not the be-all and end-all of your life, or it shouldn't be for that matter. So you need to make some time to relax, to unwind, to do things you enjoy, like reading, hiking, so whatever it is, just give yourself that time to unwind and take a step away from the grind of being a graphic designer. Because I know you can get burnt out really easily, and there are certain projects that just put you into a kind of personal hell for a few weeks, I've been there, I know most of you have been there too. So I think it's essential to not only mental health, but physical health too, and the health of your career, to allocate some time just to relax and do your favorite things, be with the ones that you love. Now before you go, I've actually got huge requests for critiquing your guys' work. So I've created an email account called submitsatori@outlook.com where you can send me your work and I will critique it at the end of next Friday's video. It could be anything, it could be a logo, it could be a brochure, it could be a flyer, but just make sure that you have permission to send me this work and to put it all over the internet. Because that's essentially what's going to happen, your work's going to be all over YouTube. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your work, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, okay? Just a heads up for you guys. I'm not going to be mean, so don't worry, I'm not going to bite your heads off. I'm just going to give you some constructive criticism and some feedback on your work. But yeah, have a great weekend, and until next time, design your future today. Peace.